Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome to Deadlock, Valve's second MOBA. They decided having one just was not enough. This is a third-person shooter MOBA. A lot of people were saying this was Overwatch when it was in development. I'm happy to report that that is not the case. I am going to be on a solo lane in today's match, and this is my first commentary for Deadlock. I got invited about a couple weeks ago, and I have been doing my best to get the basics of the game down, so I actually knew at least a little bit of what I was talking about in this episode. If you guys enjoy this first look, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I would love to get 1,000 thumbs ups, 1,000 likes on this first episode. That would really set the tone. Spoiler alert, I really like Deadlock, and it could be a staple game on our channel for quite a while if you guys want to see it. That is a good sign. All right, I'm playing as bebop. I am basically on the stitches of this game. I have a hook on my 3, a bomb on my 2, a punch on my 1 that sends people flying, and then my ultimate ability is a big death beam, which I fucking adore, by the way. It is so cool. I can't wait to unlock it. There are 6 players for each team in this game, so this is a 6v6. That's 2 solo lanes, 2 duo lanes. I'm in a solo lane right now, which probably means we're just going to try to get XP and not do too much roaming around the map. But if I was in a duo lane, that's suddenly where I buy a bunch of movement speed and start cruising around. There is last hitting in this game, and there's also denying. So the last hitting is very easy. You just shoot the minion and then they blow up. The denying, the contestion, is the hard part. So, if I kill this enemy right here, you'll see that he spawns an orb. That orb is shootable by me, and I secure it, or I can ignore it, and if nothing happens to it, I still secure it. So if there's no one in lane, you don't even have to pay attention to this. But if there is someone in lane, like Great Talon for the enemy team, you can see that they are contesting each of my orbs and trying to basically steal my money. We can counter that strategy by just going up and meleeing. See, they're not being too aggressive versus me, so I can be aggressive versus their minions. My 2 ability does scale the more I hit it on an enemy throughout the course of the game, so it is kind of important that I land some on this guy sometime soon, but he's playing extremely evasive and extremely cautious. There are a bunch of shops on the map that are conditional. For instance, I have my Guardian here, my tier 1 tower. This shop will be here until that tier 1 tower goes away. So it is very good if I keep that thing alive. It is very strong to be able to just shop here in town and not have to go back to the base. If you take a look at the minimap, the game is designed to kind of look like a subway. I really like that. The subway lines, the purple line. I'm in the purple line this game. Oh, the hook was terrible. I'm just gonna go up to this guy. There we go. The bomb has been planted. And I'm gonna keep doing that every time they move up. I'm basically gonna try to pressure them out of lane that way. There's a pretty short cooldown on our bomb too, so we should be able to do that quite a lot. There is quite a lot of hidden tech in this game. Once you get the basics down, that's one thing I really enjoy. I've been learning a lot even since getting the basics down. So for instance, if I dash and then jump at the right time, I can combo that movement together and cruise around the map a lot faster. And I can use that knowledge to hopefully deal some more damage to our enemy here if I sneak up on them. I am buying items that increase my ability power. There's basically 3 schools of items. It'll be really easy to see on the map, but basically I'm trying to improve my ability power here in the early game so I can really punish this guy for being out of position with these bombs. Great Talon's able to jump up into the sky, and as they do, they take about half of their health in damage from the bomb that I placed on them. And if you're wondering if this is annoying to play against, I do think it's the general consensus that bebop is a really annoying mother trucker to be in a lane against for this exact reason. I can go up without too much danger, put a bomb on someone, and then continuously scale throughout the rest of the game if I continue to do it right. There are neutral camps around the map that, got him, that are going to give us a little bit of money. So if we're pushed up this far, I should probably go back and farm our neutrals. That's probably a good idea. I'm going to sit in lane and keep farming until we get up to our next item, though. One thing I really liked about the shop itself is the way that it's designed. All of your base items are 500 gold. It's not like League, where you have to be like, okay, so Doran's ring is this much, and then I need these components to build into the next thing. There are item components, and they do play into one another, but it's extremely streamlined. So it's pretty simple to follow once you just get the kind of the basics of the game down. I need one more minion. We got it. Okay. And I'm going to head back and do a little bit of shopping. I'm going to buy Mystic Reach, which is going to improve the range of all of our abilities. We just hit level 3, so we have access to all of our base abilities now as well. I would really like to just continuously put bombs on this guy, so I'm going to ignore the objective, and we're going to zoom over here and get some bombs out. Great Talon does have the ability to jump into the air, as you keep seeing, so I'm not able to do too much follow-up damage to him. But I am able to always catch him off guard. That is our goal. Always catch him off guard. The tower here for the enemy team, if I kill it, I do get an ability point, and it's not just me, it's everyone on my team. So it is a pretty big power spike as you start to gain map control and start moving around. So I do want to keep the pressure up here as much as possible. This guy is denying me a lot. He is very good at that. Maybe I can get some cooldown reduction as we level up to make this part of the game a little bit easier on me. Have more hook opportunities. I'm just going to jump right in, plant the bomb, and then roll out. Will that be enough healing, or was that a bad idea? Well, he didn't chase after me too hard. So it seems like we're fine. There is melee attacks in this game. You queue them up with Q. If you want to hold them down and do a more powerful attack, you can do that. Or you can do a quick little slap by just pressing Q. There are parry mechanics in this game as well, so if you are in a melee duel with your opponent, there is going to be a lot of back and forth in that. If everyone's on the same skill level, it is kind of exciting to see. Let's go ahead and just place a bomb here. Watch this guy pop. Great Talon is still in lane and seems like they're regenning a bit. I'm going to buy one more, just one level 1 item. I'm going to get some HP regen and get that cruising. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the shop, but I want to do it in a situation where I am not under a lot of stress in my lane. We're going to wait until this guy maybe cruises out or until I have a death or something. It looks like the blue lane, our neighbor to the left, is pushing quite well. Oh, let me get it. I got it. Our neighbor to the left is pushing quite well. Let me go ahead and fall back and see if I can get any power-ups out of the... Ooh, Great Talon continuing to still do some damage. Are they chasing after me? No, they just dipped back into the lane. That extra HP regen is going to help out a little bit for us. And I could take this opportunity, now that we've been kind of pushed back, and they are still defending their tower, to take one of the neutral camps around the map. So just like Dota, if you've played Dota, these camps have different power levels. If you see these triangles all over the mini-map, the lines underneath the triangles are indicative to the strength of the camp that you are going to fight there. Looks like... Oh, hey, Great Talon! Oh, I missed everything. Goodbye. You win that one. It looks like he pushed up, but I wasn't able to do too much to him. At the top of the screen, you can see our gold discrepancies, and because this guy has been just denying me like crazy, he is very far ahead on gold. So I am actually playing behind in this lane. Let's see if we can maybe start to move that back into our advantage, if that's possible. I'm going to go ahead and unlock my ultimate ability too, and that may just be the change we need. I tried to gap close onto him as best as I could. We're playing Ring Around the Rosie on this wall, and I think we just let that happen. Fall back and try to heal as he's in the skies, dealing big damage. Uh-oh. Oh, I felt good about that one. We can't just go ahead and dip back to the base if we do need some extra healing. He hit me off the line! Oh, I didn't expect that. And we can return pretty quick. Basically on like a 3-minute cooldown or something. Maybe it's a little bit longer than that. Maybe it's 300 seconds. We basically have this zip back to lane that we can do very quickly. So I can go ahead and get some health here. Maybe we do need... Let me get sprint boots and extra stamina. This will help me gap close onto him a little bit easier. We've been playing this back and forth game where I try to move up and get the bomb on him, but he's been outpacing me well, and this guy's farming really well too. So if we can do anything to disrupt him in lane by being more aggressive and maybe being a little bit more explosive, I want to do that. We're going to put our second point into our bomb now. That gave it 80 more damage. These skill ups in this game are not linear, so there is a case to be made for banking a lot of points to improve one ability. I like to think of my character as a kind of opportunist character prior to getting my ultimate. But now that I have my ultimate, I can be extremely aggressive. Good dodges all around. He's up in the air, dealing big damage now. Let's just try to avoid as much of that. Good Lord! Great Talon hits so hard! And it feels like if I miss that initial hook, he's just absolutely punishing me. So maybe the trick is to not miss the hook. I'm going to try to be a little more aggressive with exploding the lane as well. Wait a minute. Can't miss the hook if he's in the air. Pop the ult! So the ult gives me a death beam. I do big AoE damage around me that scales with spirit. And I do big AoE damage where I'm aiming, I believe. That also scales with spirit. Bombs and abilities can be used on towers just like in HOTS. I'm so glad they copied that from my favorite game. Not being able to hit towers with abilities is lame. I need to back up before our lane opponent comes back, and I'm going to get one more green item before we start to really pump up our damage for the rest of this game. We're going to get Spirit Lifesteal. Spirit Lifesteal, anytime I deal spirit damage, we get healed for a portion of the damage we just dealt. Great Talon's back. The hook lands! Let's go ahead and throw him off to the side, too. See if we can get in a little bit of burst damage here. That is looking really good. Now, don't let him retaliate. We'll just fall back. I wonder how much healing this guy has. Oh, he has healing, right? So I need to shoot him now to remove that healing. Hey, we're doing it, dude. We're doing it. And now I just want to push my lane back up into him while his health is low. Healing right is basically like a tango from Dota. It gives you healing as long as you don't take damage. But because I did deal damage to him, that's going to be a 1-minute cooldown on his sustain. I should be able to take advantage of that. We're up to 1,000 souls now. Everything else we get in this game is going to be rolling into damage. Just put 2 upgrades into my ult as well. What does that give me? What does that second upgrade give me? Oh, plus 100 DPS. Yes. Yes, I can manage with that. Now, they're still healing up just fine just because I haven't really been able to move up. We've got good pressure on the tower. Our neighbors over in the blue lane have pushed down their tier 1, which is excellent. I don't think I'm going to move. Let's just put that there and then zip out this way. Okay, a little bit of damage. We're still regenning. I don't think he knows where I am. I might be wrong. Let's deny that. 106 souls right there. Souls do scale up as the game progresses, and the way souls interact in lane, terrible, also changes as the game progresses too. So for instance, for the first 10 minutes, if you do have a lane buddy, if you have a partner in lane, you guys are splitting the souls evenly down the middle. After a certain point in the game, that does start to change though, and it's no longer an even distribution. I'm a little conflicted on what I should do here. Maybe buying a healing right is the play. I want to move in and attack this guy. Is he moving up? Okay, we'll be pretty passive. We'll just clear the lane. Try to get our souls. Don't give him anything. Oh, I'm still getting pepper sprayed, dude. I need improved burst, which is going to be 3,000. We're pretty far away from that. Maybe improved cooldown is going to be better so I can throw out my hook a little bit more often. Hey, that landed. I'm going to ult right away too and just try to out-trade this guy. And that did it! I told you I turned into the shark once we have our ult. I am the shark! Okay, so things are looking good. We're still 2k down in our lane, but if I push this out, that should even things up pretty fast. That's one thing I really like about the... Oh, Infernus is here. Oh, God. Oh, God. I think I'm dead. Oh, I think I'm dead from just burning damage. No! No! Oh, good rotation. One thing I really like about the spirit scaling is the fact that if you are down in the early game, and I am being out-farmed, the fact that the currency gets better as the game goes on means I can take time out of combat later to maybe catch up, maybe get that advantage back. What kind of damage am I taking from Great Talon? Is it all gun damage? I don't want to delay my damage increases for too long. And to be fair, my lane is pretty much mostly pushed in. Maybe this is time I start roaming around the map a little bit more. But if I can get some more armor from gun damage, then... Ooh, hold on. To our right, someone's running through the map. It's Kelvin. Can we cut him off? Looks like he's going down this hallway now. Hey, bud! Enjoy that, bud! I probably should have gone for a heavy melee there, but he does get taken down, and our damage continues to scale. I have my ultimate again, which means I want to fight. Infernus is still pushing my lane forward, and I would very much like to stop that. We also see 7 for the friendly team moving in to help as well. The hook did miss, and I'm just going to let my ult rip and see if we can do anything with it. Wait, did he just move around to the side? Oh my God, I am completely turned around. Pocket did just move in with his ult trying to deal damage to me. We're going to Whoop! Oh, fuck everything up. I tried to put the bomb on him. I should have just stayed in and gotten the melee, to be honest with you. Hey, this is a good time to talk about the shop, though. I told you I wanted this opportunity. So, there are 3 kinds of items, and you can hold 4 of each of the kinds by default. Weapon items, I'm going to go ahead and buy Kinetic Dash so I can move around the map a little bit more. Weapon items, by default, increase your damage. Even if the effects of it, I think all of these will have damage increases, but even if the effects of it don't say it increases your damage, every weapon item by default does. Every vitality item by default increases your health. And every spirit item by default increases your spirit. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. We do have Shiv potentially entering this fight as well. The bomb has been placed, but I think she rolled out. The hook does land, and Shiv is here with us. I should have gone for a heavy attack right out of that. That's a mistake. I need to do that more. Did think Shiv would be doing a little bit more damage here. I'm going to try to get back into range for one more bomb and then fade away. You love to see it. Green lane is fine. I'm going to head back towards the base and maybe start running down blue lane. Did I use my speed boost? Oh, yeah, to get in there. And I guess the speed boost lasts a long time. Dang. I'm going to go ahead and get improved spirit here at... I was going to say what level I am, but I don't actually know. Wow, dead even game here. $71,000 for the friendly team. $70,000 for the enemy team. We do see Pocket for the enemy pushing Pink Lane back down, so let's try to get back over there. I'm going to go ahead and max out my ultimate as well, which is going to give me a ludicrous amount of sustain. Basically, if I'm shooting an enemy hero, I'm going to heal for 100% of the damage I'm doing, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where Pocket rolled out to, but I'm going to try to keep pushing the lane up as far as I... Hello? These guys are supposed to fall if I shoot them. What the fuck was that? I'm going to keep pushing the lane up as far as I can. And if I can get my lane just moving out a little bit more, I'd really like that. Someone on the enemy team is running an objective right now called the Urn. I call it pot a lot because that's funny. Doing a pot run is hilarious in my little fucking shriveled brain. But I don't see the person running it just yet. Basically, whoever's running this won't be able to shoot at all. Was it him? Yes, it was. Hello, bud. Get out of here. That was a terrible ult. I kind of thought he was moving back in towards the objective right away. Luckily, we don't have as much of a cooldown as we used to. He just slipped away to the underground portion of the map. Oh, where'd you go? Dang it. Dang it. I haven't even shown you the underground portion of the map yet. It really is just a sprawling metropolitan area. Pocket seems to be around this corner. The enemy team is going to have to do a bit of a coordinated push to move in here. We went ahead and stopped the Urn from being dropped off there. That was a really good hook, and it looks like that was enough to take down Kelvin. Now, could someone... I thought it was Kelvin. Who was it? Did he just drop it and run? I like how I can run on his little ice trail that he leaves behind. That's kind of fun. Hi, Pocket. Bye, Pocket. Oh, he did avoid that damage by jumping into his magical briefcase. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this. Now, pushing up kind of far in a lane like this can be scary. Basically, if I have my subway line behind me, I can jump on it whenever I need to and get out of a bad situation. Let's go ahead and move her off to the side so she's doing a little less damage. She's trying to jump away, but we pull her on back! Oh, that was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. Her lifesteal is higher than my damage, though. So if she was just going to continuously deal damage to me, I was going to lose that trade, and I needed to back up. I can do some healing now if this fight continues with Kelvin moving in, but let me look for an opportunity on the high ground so I'm not everyone's first target here. It may only be Kelvin that's moving up. Maybe I dip off into another lane and try to kill it really fast. That'll give us some ability points. I think that's a good play. I'm just going to pop my ult and shoot this. I should out-heal it. I thought it was going to go better than this. I'm not going to lie. There we go. I guess I don't heal off of towers, just off of minions and enemy heroes. I did not know that. Learned something new today. I should probably just hit it with a bomb. Bye. Bye. Okay, good push. I think... Yes, those are all the tier 1 defenses down, which means we unlocked a new flex slot in our inventory. Earlier I said we only have 4 options for each of these different schools of items. Well, the flex slot allows us to max It allows us to mingle in even more than we would be able to otherwise. And you unlock those flex slots by zooming around the map and basically taking objectives, like removing all of the enemy tier 1 towers. Great Talent is continuing to push the purple lane, and it looks like they got the tier 2 walkers. So this enemy team is ahead on land, for sure. They also seem to be ahead on money. It has been an extremely close match in terms of money. I've never had one this close, but they are slightly ahead. There is a push going in this lane that we are approaching. At least 3 members of the enemy team are there. Looks like Infernus has spotted us, and I'll just go ahead and move out of his range, leaving a bomb on him. If he wants to chase, he can. We're gonna pop our ult, and we're gonna stand right fucking here. It looks like there was another little bit of a tussle going on. He came back in with his ultimate. That was a good play. I'm just going to hit him with a hook so he stops dealing damage to me and hope that I don't die to the burn. And yes, we are good to go. Now, I'm going to do something that's a little risky here. I'm going to save up for a 6,300 item. And I think we're at the point of the game where if I get it, it's going to be pretty damn impactful. Oh, hello. There is a chase going on my side of the map right now. These 2 guys are chasing McGinnis, but I don't think I can rotate over to that too easy. I'm just going to try to shove in this left lane while I have a second. Oh, hey, pocket. So there's at least 3 people in my area. Maybe even more. Let me back up a little bit. Great Talon's off to the side. Okay, I just got ulted by Haze. All right, dude. Haze's ult is basically the Reaper die thing that Reaper does in Overwatch. I know there's a certain... It has a name. I don't remember. It's like Death Lotus or some bullshit. It's basically that. If she doesn't shoot me a lot beforehand, though, it's not going to deal a ton of damage. She is pretty farmed out of her mind, though. Let's see if we can stop her here. Hi! I'm going in right away with the ult. We do have more friendlies coming in, but oh my god, they gave him the slip. I was hoping that initial slow from me would be enough. It looks like 7 is still on target. Our Shiv is having a hard time tracking it, see. Whoa! Get him! Get him, bud! No! 7, you died! No! That's not how it was supposed to go! Oh my god, we're getting the runaround right now. I think I ignore it and keep pushing. I think that's the play. She's wasting so much of my time. The friendly team did just get her, so that's good. I'm gonna try to shoot these robots down. Maybe it'll work. Thank you, boys. We are at $5,000. We're aiming for 6,300. That's a Great Talent above us in the sky. I don't exactly know where. I am by myself, so let's go ahead and start falling back. I can take the green line back to base if I need to. Man, these slows from Great Talent are nuts. Bro, I can't move at all. So I want to say for the record, I think I should have been doing a better job of getting neutral camps in this game. Farming in general, I think I'm falling behind on. I think I'm trying to rotate around too much for kills. And not getting them, maybe, is the issue. I was looking for a neutral camp here to farm, but there are none that I could see. Friendly team mostly hanging out in the purple lane at the moment. This is a tier 1. There is a fight going on over there. Let's see if we can get over there relatively quickly. There is sprinting in this game. There's not a hotkey for it or anything. The only thing you have to do to start sprinting is... Come on! Is just be out of combat, not taking any damage, and you'll start to cruise around the map quite a bit faster. We have a Lady Geist on our team. I don't know exactly what she does, but she seems very confident in what she's doing, moving forward quite a far away ahead of the rest of the friendly team. That's a McGinnis turret on our left. I'm just going to ignore. We do have a pretty good push here, and Abrams for the friendly team is defending the green line at the moment. We're coming up behind Pocket. I don't know if that's super useful because he can hide in his briefcase whenever he wants to, but at least we're forcing that cooldown. He decided not to do that there. So far in this game, we've scaled up our 255 extra damage, which doesn't seem too bad. Wow, the walker just falls down as we move in. I like this push. I'm going to try to flank around to the side so I'm not as obvious as I'm moving when I'm moving out. It looks like whoever that was, Pocket maybe for the enemy team, has been pushed back really far. So I'm going to tank these for the friendly. Hopefully we can continue to move in and deal some damage. We were just ulted by the enemy in Furnace, but we pull him back in, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and fire off the ult to take him down as well, and now we have a great push here moving into the towers. Great Talon dropped down, did great damage to me, but the healing from my ult kept me alive there, no problem. So this is the enemy base. This is how you beat it. These are basically the barracks. We can only attack the core, which is that guy up there. I'm gonna die. If we kill those two side barracks, they're called enemy shrines, and the one on the right is extremely low at the moment. Unfortunately, we did not take it down. There is an objective in the middle of the map, and it seems like now would be, in my head, the best time to start going after it. Maybe it's as soon as it spawns. I don't know. It's very difficult for me to like parse what the intended match length of the game is, or like how fast we should be pushing objectives, because everyone's new, everyone's still learning, everyone is still trying things out, myself included. We do have a pretty big push coming down the green lane right now, and it looks like Lady Geist is running that urn that we were talking about earlier, using the lower edges of the map to start to move around. Hey, we're 25 minutes into this. This seems like a good time to remind you, if you're enjoying this game, if you're still watching it, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. So I can now buy the Echo Shard, and I can bind that to an ability. The Echo Shard is very similar to a Dota item. That kind of did the same thing, I think. Before I leave, let me get Superior cooldown, and I'm going to put that on my hook. Echo Shard allows me to recast the basic ability that I just cast. So now our combo is even more devastating, to be honest. Great Talon to my right. Let's see if we can catch him. All we have to do is press R2 and then use the Echo Shard. Hey, bud. Oh, Shiv! Shiv, what the fuck, Shiv? Come on, Shiv! Get him, Shiv! I'm gonna ult. I have to. Oh, God. That was close. Oh, God. Who's in here? Maybe two people. I see a trail. It's just McGinnis turrets? Okay. So now, all of a sudden, we can place 2 bombs on a single person very rapidly. That means our bombs are scaling twice. All I have to do is press 2, then hit the Echo Shard, and then press 2 again. Pretty fucking easy to do. If we hook someone in, they're basically taking double damage from our combo now than what they were taking earlier, which is pretty good if you ask me. Even though we had an extremely close battle of money in the early game, it looks like our team is starting to take the lead in that regard, which I'm super excited about. Look at that, dude. Look at our camp clear now. That's so satisfying. There is a fight happening over in the lane to our left. 18 seconds on my ultimate, though, so I'm not trying to get too involved. Unless... Let it roll. Let it fly. I might be able to sneak up behind these guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't really know the layout of the map here for the underground, but this looks like a good flank to me. Coming in hot with ult here. We go. I fucked up. Great Talon's behind me. Guys, that was supposed to be my big play. You don't understand. Oh, God, I'm going to be dead for the next 50 seconds as well. God, that was so lame. Oh, man. Looks like most of the friendly team, I'm not sure if it's after seeing me die or if they just rolled out, but they're heading back towards the base now. Everyone's back here recharging. As far as pushes on the map go, we're one lane ahead. Basically, both lanes are pushing into our tier 3 defenses, which are just these tier 1 guardians together. They go down very, very quickly. Looks like Haze is moving down the blue lane right now, but our entire team is there ready to stop it. I'm going to be back up in 8 seconds. Is there anything I can buy in that time? Let me get some bullet armor. And then I'm going to get some spirit armor. I have a couple flex slots, so I would like to be a bit tankier, if that is possible. Haze is being chased down the green lane right now. Everyone on our team is focused on this task. That seems to be a little too deathball-y for me. Also, Haze just rage quit. We saw the rage quit happen. Terrible mentals on a character that has to farm. Oh my God. That doesn't seem like a good combo. Looks like the friendly team is coming for mid boss. We do have that numbers advantage, so let's try to take it. This boss yells out across the entire map when it's at half health. And a shard is going to be coming down right now. This will be similar to Dota here. This is basically regeneration. So for the next 2 minutes or something like that, we want to be pretty gosh darn aggressive if we can manage it. And because we got the middle objective, we're going to get some super minions spawning in each lane, allowing us to push it out even more. So I'm going to take the initiative here and just kind of run down the green line. There is a team behind me, and it looks like we are fighting over some stuff. Infernus is coming up on my right. Hey, bud. Hi, bud. Hi. We'll go ahead and just put those bombs down. Our minions would have been here, but McGinnis stopped the push. We can hook that. Wait, I don't know why she didn't. Probably someone else interrupted the movement or something. But the friendly team is here and they are moving in. I see Infernus on the other side of this wall, and I would love to hook him, but there's a little obstacle in between the two of us. He is going in with his fiery feet. I can't do too much about that, but I can finally take down the shrine that I was attempting to take earlier. Now the other shrine is going to be available too, which we take now. Infernus, the only remaining person still standing on the enemy team. Now that both of the shrines are down, we can focus the core, the patron, over on the right side, and our bombs do pretty good damage to them as well. However, this is not the end of the game. There is one more obstacle we have to overcome, and that is the most deadly obstacle as well. We have to fight in the pit. This is directly in front of where the enemy team is going to be spawning. They are going to be able to reach us in seconds. Dip back in and heal as well. Sorry, no, that's not what he wanted. But I'm just gonna go ahead and pop my ult and just channel it right onto this thing. And with any luck, that's gonna be enough to end the game.
It's never given freely, and today you took it.
And now, of course, the stat screen, extremely detailed, in fact, has breakdowns of total souls collected, the number of kills we had on the map, the number of deaths we had, assists, player damage, objective damage, and healing that we've done. But we can also break this down into graphs as well for each player. For instance, when did we die? When did we get kills? When did the lane discrepancy start to maybe go towards the other team instead of me? You can really dive in here and get a lot of information. This has been my first Deadlock commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, I'll do it. We just got to hit 1,000 on this one. I wanted to do a video that was kind of very slowly explaining the basics of the game, but I thought that maybe seeing if this game passed the vibe check first would be better. Would be a better content strategy. Because why would you want to learn the game if you don't even like the game first? You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for being here. I'll see you again soon. Bye.